Hi, my name is Rivera. Welcome to my video presentation for the project Operationalizing Machine Learning. In this project, I deployed an AutoML model in an endpoint. Also, I publish a machine learning pipeline. I will work with the marketing dataset with information about the clients and the prediction of the target column Y that determines if the client subscribed to a term deposit or not. I want to show you the experiment that has already completed. I've run it before using this cluster, setting the accuracy as metric. In the models generated, the best model is the max abscess scalar XGBoost classifier. This model has a very good accuracy. We can access the endpoint created by clicking this link or going to the endpoint section. You can see the name we have given to this endpoint, information related to it, and also we can use this later for consume the REST endpoint using the primary key. Other task is to enable the application insights. For this, I have set in a virtual machine a Python environment. I have installed requirements needed for this. With a config.json file I downloaded from the workspace in Azure Machine Learning Studio, I can run this script to set in the bank marketing predictor the option of enable application insights, and also I will run and print the logs. I have previously run this Python file, so we can see that we could enable it and get some of the logs in this terminal. Also, we can check in the details from the endpoint that the application insight is enabled. From this way, we can download the swagger.json file from the endpoint and use it in the Swagger directory. So when the Docker container of the Swagger API running, we can execute the server.py file, so we can access to our endpoint on the web browser. This is the model, endpoint model, and we have the get method and its responses, and the post method score, and also with its responses. We are going to use this endpoint.py with the scoring, URI, and the key that we saw before. We're going to pass the data payload and make some requests. We execute the Python file and we get the answer yes for the first data and no for the second data. For the pipeline section of this project, we are going to the notebook, upload it on the compute instance. We initialize the workspace, select the cluster, access the data, make the training and the AutoML configuration. We set the parameters. Also, we create the pipeline and AutoML step. We send the pipeline to run. When it's completed, we examine the results and we retrieve the best model for later make the deployment. In this case, we publish and run as a REST endpoint. We can see on the pipelines that I have run several. In this case, the pipelines which failed are related to the old SDK problem. In this case, we can access to it, and then we can see that it's completed, and we can see the bank marketing data. Also, on the pipelines, we can see the pipeline endpoints with the marketing train, and with this, we can see the published pipeline overview with that REST endpoint created after it has completed.